Hi everyone, welcome to my second video of today. You may have already know that I made three sort of cosmos, astronomy, star themed journals, but because I didn't want the video to go for too long, I decided to split the flip through into two videos. So I have already flipped through my hardcover journal. If you're interested in this video, I will leave the link down below in the description box. And this video, I will flip through these guys. They are soft cover, one chunky signature journals. They are both covered with fabric. I found these awesome fabrics on AliExpress. They are good quality. They are so vibrant and so beautiful. Both of these will be available in my Etsy store by the time this video goes up. The link is down in the description box as well. One of these journals, I'm not sure which one yet, may already be reserved. I'm in contact with someone who wanted to purchase one of them, but it will be visible in the listing. It will say something like reserved or whatnot. Okay, so let's flip through this one first. So this one is called Celestial, and I use this definition from a vintage dictionary for the word celestial. So the closure is a piece of lace with some gold metallic thread in it, which is very beautiful. Okay. And it goes right off, so it's not attached. Okay, so as I mentioned, the journal is one signature. The page count and the size will be in the Etsy listing. It's roughly an A5 size. So it has a book plate here on the front that I use some Inca gold on to make it look more distressed, I guess, old. It has a charm, a lot of blue and silver and gold beads and charms. I learned how to make this sort of charm from Johanna cloth. The back is plain. Gorgeous fabric, and this is how it looks from the side. So there's a lot of fabrics and a lot of charms and tabs and everything. Okay, so let's open her up. Inside I've left this plain because there's already a lot of going on in this journal. I did not want to bulk it up even more. I have a quote. This one, if I remember correctly, is by Vincent van Gogh. It says, "For my part, I know nothing with any certainty, but the sight of the stars make me dream." It's beautiful. Okay, and in this journal I used a lot of elements from my digital kit. It's called Stargazer. It will be available in my Etsy store very soon. I hope by the time this video goes up. So this element is from my kit, and it flips like this. So there is some tea stain paper sewn on here for additional journaling space, and it also flips like this. So this brown paper is a recycled paper. It's sewn all around to make a pocket, and this is a Stamperia bookmark with a star charm, and this is a vintage sari. All the gold trims and pieces of fabrics that you will see here are from vintage sari. This is a little scrappy notebook that you can write on, some additional journaling space, and a Stamperia paper here. Okay, some collaging with a label from Tracy Fox, some cheesecloth, and this is an element from Stamperia. and this little tag here. This is a gorgeous vintage book page of some Galaxy, and a fabric tab. The other side of the book page as lovely as the front, and this is a pocket that I made. I added this journaling card that comes from my kit, and a vintage gold sari trim. This envelope is made from embossed vellum, and I've added the sari ribbon. Inside there is a journaling card. This one comes from my Stargazer kit, and the envelope is also open here on the side, and inside there is a hand-painted tag with a little vellum window star, some sari, a charm, and it's sewn onto tea stain paper. There's a lot of stenciling, all the stars that you will see. This is a stencil, a lot of stamping as well. Just a little collaging and a tag spot here with just a tag that I made. And this blue paper is I've dyed some copying paper with fabric dye to get this beautiful irregular color. I use some gold mist for the splatters, and I also have a dye that's like an edge dye, so I used it to give it like a star edge, and I used Inca Gold to make those stars pop. These are vintage book pages. I've added some tabs onto them. Then again a quote, a label. This is a piece from my kit sewn here for some embellishment, and this flips out so you have more journaling space. Then this envelope again is from a die that I have, and it's paper clipped here. So I used some scrap piece of paper to make it like this, and inside there is a piece of ephemera, and inside it's been lined with this fabric dyed paper. More stenciling and stamping, more fabric tabs and ruffles, just some collaging of different papers and washi tapes, and stenciling and stamping. This page is from my kit, and again some vintage trim. This lace is not vintage, but it's very beautiful with some gold tones to it, and it's just a flip. Again some die cutting. I went a bit crazy with my Sizzix machine because I've just bought it, and I love it. Some Inca Gold here on this recycled paper. A little scrappy notebook sewn here. And this page is from my kit, and I printed it on parchment paper, so it really gives this vintage vibe. These tabs are hand painted, and I made them on watercolor paper. I have some gold metallic watercolor paint that I used on them as well. This is just a piece of paper sewn here to cover like a text block, so you can have some more journaling space. This page is from my kit. All the paper clips I used in these journals are gold, and I also curled the ends to make them more interesting. Another gorgeous piece of sari fabric. Then this is a journaling card from my kit. It's sewn onto this recycled paper. This is from my kit as well. I've sewn it here to make a pocket, and again this piece is from my kit, and it's a journaling card. Different types of papers. We have some lined, we have we have tea-stained vellum that I've stenciled on. I hope you can see the stars. Here I've used some gold mist to make those splatters. Then these images are from Nik the Booksmith, from her kit that I will link down below for you because they are really gorgeous, and I've sewn them here to make those little flips so you have a lot of journaling space. Then this is a little collage made into a tag spot for this piece of ephemera from Stamperia, a book page about some planets, about the sun and the moon, and I've sewn this piece of recycled paper here to for you to journal on. There's some stamping. Again, this is from my kit, printed on parchment paper, and I've added this lace trim here. More stamping, more tabs. This is the middle of the signature. The middle has these little planets, I call them. They are, I punched them out with my 1-in punch from a mixed media piece that I made, and I've just attached them to the strings here. This is just a flip, a piece of silver foiled vellum. This here, this opens up. I have this seam binding ribbon here, and it opens up to reveal a little notebook and a tag spot with a tiny tag, again with the vellum window bagged with tea-stained paper, and there is a tiny star charm attached. Okay, right, the other side of the page from my kit, printed in vellum, some more place for you to journal. This he talks about the autumn stars. This is an envelope that I made from a book page and a piece of vellum that I've sewn together. I believe I've left it empty for you to add your own little pieces. And yeah, I splattered the vellum with gold. Not sure if you can see it, but yeah, it's a bit shiny. Okay, then these cards are from Stamperia. They all flip up like this, so you have a lot of journaling space. The other side of the tea-stained vellum. This here is a little envelope, and inside I've added this journaling card. I hand painted it, and I also painted this frame with my gold watercolor, and it's plain on the back so you can journal here. Okay, then this is a journaling card that I made. It comes with this journal. So this is a vintage book page, some lace, a lot of these golden stars. They are tiny, they are like a confetti, I guess, and a charm here on this tab. Okay, more book pages. This one is from my kit. Again, this hand-painted tab, a page from my kit, more die cutting and more Inca gold. So it's very shiny. There's a lot of gold, a lot of splatters, more stamping. This comes from my kit, as well as this one, and I've sewn it here to make a little pocket. And this is a hand-painted tag. Okay, this is a tag from Stamperia that I left open on this side, so you can tag something in here. It flips out. More vintage book pages with tabs. The other side of the fabric, dyed paper. Again, the stars have been, I used Inca gold on them to make them pop. Then this is an embossed and distressed paper bag, and inside I've added an additional book page, very cool images. I love this. So you can use it for collaging or whatever project you like. And it's also open here on the side, and inside there is this journaling card from Stamperia with a vellum tab. Okay. More stenciling and stamping, the other side of this beautiful book page, more trims. And then there is a pocket here that I made with embossed and gold foiled vellum, and this journaling card is from my kit. I've sewn it to tea stained paper. Okay, and the last page, this is Stamperia paper, and I made this from some scrapbooking paper, this envelope. It opens like this, and inside I've added this booklet, and this is again from Stamperia. I've sewn a little booklet with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, so you can take it with you, like it's a perfect size to just put in your purse, and there are some fun papers inside, book pages, vellum, recycled paper, tea stained papers, etc. And also this envelope is open on the side here, and inside there is this journaling card, a lot of gold on this one, because these are all the confetti stars and the sequins that I've glued on. It has a tab with this little star charm, and this is the end. So yeah, so this one is the Celestial, and now let me put it to the side, and let's quickly flip through the second one. This one is called Cosmic. It's pretty similar, the same types of paper, the same types of ephemera. Again, the closure that's not attached, from this beautiful lace with metallic thread. So this is the cover. Love this fabric. The definition for Cosmic and Cosmic Ray, and again I've distressed a bit this this book plate. This one comes with metal book corners. This is the back, and this is the charm. Again, a lot of beads and charms, silver, blue, gold. Okay, and inside, again, I love this paper so much, so I've left it plain. I just used this piece, the quote, to hide the other side of the brads from the book plate. And this one says, I'm a dreamer. I have to dream and reach for the stars. And if I miss a star, then I grab a handful of clouds. So pretty. Okay, so this piece is from my kit. Again, it flips, some additional journaling space. And it flips this way as well. This is a long pocket for this beautiful bookmark from Stamperia. Then my notebook here. Okay, again a tag spot. I will go more quickly through this one because it's pretty much the same. This journaling card is from my kit, and again the vellum envelope, a journaling card from my kit, and a hand painted tag here. A tag spot with a little tags and collaging. Again, the fabric dyed paper with edge punching, sort of. More vintage book pages, more quotes and labels. This piece is from my kit. Again, you have the little envelope and a piece of ephemera inside. More collaging. This page is from my kit. Again, a lace flip, more die cutting, a notebook sewn here through additional journaling space, a page from my kit printed on parchment paper, a vintage book page, journaling space, a page from my kit printed on tea stained paper, and a journaling card from my kit. sewn onto this brown recycled paper. This is also a pocket from my kit, and this piece of ephemera, tea-stained vellum that's stenciled and splattered with gold. These come from Nik the Booksmith, and they flip out like this. Some more vintage sari, some more collaging, and a piece of ephemera from Stamperia about the stars. This book page says. More journaling space, more pages from my kit, stamping. This is the middle of the signature. Again, you have those little planets that I painted, a flip, and this again opens to reveal a little notebook and a tiny hand-painted tag. Page from my kit, more journaling space and stamping. This little envelope, again, it's empty for you to use however you want. Cards from Stamperia, they all flip like this. The other side of the vellum, again, this is a little envelope, and I added this piece of ephemera. I painted this, and I painted this a gold frame as well with my gold watercolor paint. This card with lace and golden stars and some book page and a charm. Page from my kit and more of these hand-painted tabs, some Inca golds here, Inca gold stamping. The other side of the page from my kit, and this is also from my kit, and it's a little tag spot, I guess, and then a hand-painted tag inside. A Stamperia tag that is a tag spot. Then it flips. More book pages. How gorgeous are these images of the moon? Okay. Embossed and distressed paperback, just as in the first journal, and a fun vintage book page. And again, this opens on the side as well, and you get a Stamperia journaling card too. Vintage book page, stenciling and stamping, more vintage sari, and a pocket, gold foiled and embossed vellum, a piece from my kit. And on the back there is a pocket, that envelope that I made, open on the side. It comes with this journaling card, some cheesecloth on this one, and it opens like this. And again, inside there is this booklet made of Stamperia cards, sewn with pamphlet stitch and the same assortment of papers as in the first journal, book pages, tea-stained papers, vellum, etc. This is just a fun addition, and yeah, so that's it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so that's it for the journal. Like I said, it should be available in my Etsy shop at the moment this video goes up, so check it out if you're interested in the links. All the links will be in the description box. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday, and hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.